Hi, this is Grant Pierce with Live Tap Lists. Today I'm going to give you a demonstration of how Live Tap Lists integrates with GoTab to bring in your menu data and display it on your customized Live Tap List menus. So to get started, we're going to log into Live Tap Lists. I'm on my GoTab demo account right here that doesn't have any menu items yet, but to get those menu items for GoTab, I'm going to click on Integrations, and I'll see GoTab as one of the options that's available to connect. Once I connect that, it's going to redirect me to GoTab where I'm already signed in, and it's going to ask me if I can authorize Live Tap Lists to have access to my GoTab account. Live Tap Lists only uses read permissions on your account. We only take information. We only read information from GoTab. We never change anything that's in GoTab. GoTab is your source of truth. I'm going to click Authorize. It's going to bring me back to Live Tap Lists. It's going to start connecting GoTab. If you have multiple locations, this is where it'll ask you to choose which one. I will go ahead and use the sandbox. And it's going to give me the catalog view. Right now I have selected 0 items so far, but I can choose to either select all 48 products that are in GoTab, or I can choose specific categories. So for this demonstration, I'm just going to choose draft beers. And you'll also notice that I can choose to either sync all fields that are in GoTab, or I can just choose specific fields. So for example, if I don't like the pictures I'm using in GoTab on my menus, and I'd rather upload different images from my menus, I would uncheck the image field and only bring in this text data. For the demonstration, I'll keep image in there and save that connection. You'll see now that my menu items page is full. All of this information has come from GoTab, so each menu item has now a source icon that says GoTab is the source of this icon, and every field that comes from GoTab has this link icon, meaning it is linked to GoTab. Any changes in GoTab will then populate in this list as well. If for any reason I want to change how this information is in Live Tap Lists, I can go ahead and click on the field I want to change, and it's going to warn me you're disconnecting this field from GoTab, and any changes in GoTab that you make will no longer be synced to this field. So you have that option to override if you want something to differ. I'm not going to save that. I'm going to let it remain linked and just refresh the page. So everything's still connected. You'll see it brought in the title of the menu item, its availability. So in my system, it's called active. Some of these are inactive. The source, which is GoTab for all of these, the image, the category that it belongs to. So those all come from GoTab as well. And then as I scroll over, you'll see even more, some longer descriptions, some sizes and prices. All this information that was in your source system has now been entered into menu items. So with the menu items all brought in from GoTab, I'll go ahead and create a menu. So this is a menu board which displays on your TVs by connecting an Amazon Fire Stick to the back of the TV, and then connecting it with this TV code that displays here. Your TV will display what you're seeing in this preview. You can change the look and feel of this. We have several different themes. This is using the dark theme. There are a couple others to just quickly switch how things look, but you can also update individual individual aspects of this design, such as the background image. You can upload your own image here. You can make it darker or lighter. You can also update the menu item styles by changing the fonts, changing the colors. You can add multiple pages if you have a lot of menu items, and you can update promotional messages that show in the bottom banner here, and then also promotional images that show over top of the menu on a rotating basis. If you want to show your menu for a certain period of time, then show a promotional slide, such as advertising a special or an event you have coming up. That is all possible here. When you build this menu, I only brought in draft beers, but if you had multiple categories, you could choose which category you're showing on this menu. And that's really helpful if you want to show perhaps a TV that's draft beers by the bar, and then maybe if you're selling merchandise in a different area of the establishment, you have a menu over there that displays those items that are for sale there. So that can all be done by creating multiple boards, which you can duplicate these boards up here, and there's no limit to how many boards you design and display throughout your establishment. You can also design print menus. Very similar types of options here. You can change the logo, and you can change the fonts and colors to match your brand. And once you design that, all of that menu item information is still going to come from GoTab, and you can go ahead and print when you've got it looking how you want it to. You can also create a web menu, choose what attributes you want to show on your web menu, and then grab this snippet of code, and then that will embed the web menu on your website. It is going to look similar to this, but it's going to inherit the sizes, fonts, colors, everything from your website so that it looks like it's a part of your website and not just some third-party tool. It will inherit all of the styles that you already have on your website. So that works really slick and nicely. And again, that's going to update live whenever you make a change in GoTab. For example, let me show the this web menu right here. And I will also open up my GoTab manager. And I'm going to just show this side by side real quick. And this works the same way for the menu board as it does for the TV menu, or it works the same for the website menu as it does for the TV menu boards. On my product catalog, I chose the sandbox. We're going to find that Sam Adams, just the haze. And we'll just change the name of this one here. Call it Samuel Adams. And save it. So that has saved in GoTab. GoTab will reach out then for any updates to the product catalog, reach out to Live Tapless and make that update as well. So I didn't even have to refresh this website. That change came through in the background and updated on my screen. And if we go back to anywhere else this was displayed, you'll see that changed to Samuel. The time updated to 2:18, which is what time it is right now. And of course, everywhere else that this is appearing, it's now Samuel. And over here, it came from this. A common troubleshooting step, if that connection doesn't happen as fast as you'd like, usually it is about that quick, within 10 seconds or so, but a troubleshooting step you can take is on the menu items page, you can click sync with the POS, and that will manually refetch everything from GoTab and just make sure that you're back in sync with your POS. You can always update an integration. So for example, I was just using beer menus, but I can go back to configure the connection and bring in all products instead, and go ahead and click save. Now it's going to bring everything, including all of the ones that were here before. And this made that list a little bit longer. So if I wanted to specifically sort, maybe I'll sort it by category. So I can bring the wines up or bring the cocktails up. This will be alphabetically by category, or I can even filter here and say, I just want to look at the draft beers. So I'll filter to just draft beers and look at what's available here. And then you can look at the menu items there. All right, that is the extent of this demonstration. I showed you how to connect your GoTab account, get your menu items in, and build all of your menu types. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.